All right, we are live. All right, Sunday night. If you're watching this back, hey, I appreciate you watching this back. Of course, you all saw the game. So you saw the same game I did. Close. I mean, look, played hard. We held them to 92 points. So, down 9 at the half. We both scored 49 in the second half. So, yeah, I mean, look, they just, they had some players who hit some shots. So, we'll wait for everyone to get in here as my notifications are going out. We play Georgia at home on Tuesday. Of course, they've lost 5 of 6, so we got to get that one right. We can't lose. Then at Auburn, so we'll just worry about 6 games left, and that's 2 of them. Well, try to get both of those. That's all I can say. We don't need to lose. I want another shot at Florida. What's up, Julie? What's going on? I want another shot at Florida. That's the last game of the year, and we get another shot at Vanderbilt. So yes. So I'm not going to stay on long tonight, but we'll see if anybody wants to talk basketball. I saw Louisville won. So, hey, Louisville played well, right? We played better, but team's just a little better than we are. Sometimes you just keep, especially on the road. Uh, yeah. So Florida's starting to play really well. So we'll see what happens. We play Georgia on Tuesday, right? So got to win that game. They've lost 5 of 6. I mean, they put up some low numbers, 60s in the 60s a couple times. So, they're not an offensive juggernaut by any means. So we need to beat them. However, we have to beat them, right? Cop cars around my house. Okay, they're around. They're not around. They're not around your house. They're just around someone's house. I got you. Well, something's going on. Yeah, don't go out there. Yeah, don't go out there. Well, they must be looking for somebody if there's 5 people. What's going on, Jake? Was Brandon Garrison. Not he was where he always is, dude. That's Brandon Garrison. He ain't gonna score more about 4 points. I mean, look, he tried. Jasper Johnson was looking at dribbling down the court, looking at Mark Pope, and Boogie Flan just came up behind him and took the ball like he was in middle school. I was like, man, damn it. So he couldn't stay on the floor. Trent Noah couldn't stay on. I mean, look, Florida just was better than we were. I mean, they're playing at home. We got to get them in Lexington. But yeah, Brandon Garrison's never going to be. He has 0, as I keep saying. You know how many post moves? Throws the ball at the basket. Who brought that up? Matt Jones on the post game show. Yeah, he's going to throw the ball. That's all he knows how to do. Diabate. Those guys don't have a post move. I mean, what the hell are you teaching those kids? You can't have a jump hook. You can't have anything. So yeah, no, Garrison does Garrison things. What's up, Rick? Lady Cats, I saw that. Yeah, they won. Old Miss. Yeah, I saw the score. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad somebody won. There you go. We need to win Tuesday night. Georgia has lost 5 of 6. Okay, so we need to get them. Yeah. Oh wait, you knew they were going to take him out of the game. Come on, man. Anybody we play good is not going to let him drive to the basket. They're going to focus on him. Now, Colin Chandler came on at the end. We fell behind 9 points at halftime. Yeah, so Vegas got the line just about right. Just about right. It was 11 and a half, 10 and a half. So if you bet that line, you won a little money. But I mean, look, you can't fall down by 9 points. And then in the second half, we both scored 49 points. So, we hung with them in the second half, but first half is the first half. So get them back in Lexington. I didn't expect us to win that game. I do expect us to beat them in Lexington. I do expect us to beat Vanderbilt in Lexington. I do expect us to win Tuesday night at home against Georgia. Then on the road at Auburn, So we need to go 4-2. I mean, we need to go 4-2. So we can get like 21, 22 wins, 21 wins. I think we got 17. I think, yes, 17. So, yeah, we need about 21 wins. So, yeah, I mean, look, we're going to find out. We played okay, played a little better. What are you going to do? We held them to 92 points, okay? That's the way I look at it. I mean, damn, they had guys that normally don't hit threes, they hit three. So, and that one dude, we didn't even guard that one dude, Clab, whatever his name is, the one guard. We just left him wide open and let him shoot, and he knocked down like 4 of them. So, I don't know, guys. Our defense, sometimes at least we played zone, at least we mixed it up, but we really didn't slow them down, you know. But yeah, I mean, we had a couple people play good, but Jelovic couldn't stay on the floor, Jasper Johnson, and we just had people that I knew on this game you ain't staying on the floor. But when Jasper Johnson got that ball stolen from him, like he was in a middle school, that was funny to me. I just laughed out loud. That's when I said, okay, yeah. So there's a rumor he's going to leave. By the way, I don't know. We'll see at the end of the year. Jelovic 7, he played 17 minutes. He did okay. Moreno had a good game. At least he's got a post move, right? That's how he's jump hook. That's how that guy scores. Damn, can he not teach that to the other two guys? So he needs to teach the other two guys. Aberdeen had 19, so he played well. Yeah, Chandler had 18. Diabate had 9 points. I mean, Diabate played hard. But yeah, you can't get out rebounded. And yeah, we got out rebounded. And, not bad. I think we only got rebounded by 8. So it wasn't double digits. But, Garrison, 0 points. Yeah. Garrison just in there being an enforcer. Yeah. I mean, we didn't have anybody else that we could play, right? We have no other big guy to put in there against those big guys they got. So he had to be in there. It's just, he's just going to hack somebody. Moreno played 20 minutes. I didn't know that. So he got 11 points and 11 rebounds. Is this right? 11 points and 11 rebounds. Why the hell is he playing 20 minutes? He should be playing friggin' 30 minutes. Is what he should be doing. Unless he got in foul trouble and I didn't know it. But that guy has to play more. We'll just see what the lineup is, It just depends on game to game. Trent Noah, 3 minutes. Yeah, he was in there about 3 minutes. And they're like, oh, yeah, you got to get out of here. I could have told you, don't waste the 3 minutes. Yeah. Why you do that? Come on, Paul. I mean, dude, just put the – sometimes I don't understand it, man. Unless somebody needs a blow or they got, 2 fouls or whatever, 3 fouls. But Producer Peddler, what's up, man? Think we sweep the regular season out and fall short of Nashville? Well, I mean, hold on a second, dude. Let's not go that far. You mean fall short? Well, I don't know if we can win the SEC tournament. Yeah, I mean, look, it's gonna be hard to beat Florida, but they're beatable. They got us at home. That's fine. That's fine. Vanderbilt, fine. Don't get us in Lexington. We need to work. We need to beat Georgia Tuesday night, and then we need to just try to win at Auburn. So 6 games, right? 3 more weeks. So we're about to find out. What's up, Derek? We're going to find out what's going to happen. We played okay. I mean, we played okay. We just got down 9, and we covered the spread. So yeah, but I mean, Vegas is pretty accurate with the spread there. But no, I hope we don't get swept by Florida. I would hope that we could play them a little better. Maybe their 3-point shots. Those 2 guys that never hit threes, that hit threes. What are you going to do, man? I mean, we didn't get on the one dude. And so Clavican or whatever his name is, I can't think of his name. Yeah, we didn't even get on him. So, yeah, that was not good defense. But I don't know, Derek, what do you think? Georgia's lost 5 of 6. We just get them. Just take care of business and sucks, but the effort was there. Yeah, we didn't – look, we could have did like Vanderbilt and quit. That's the one thing I didn't want to see. So I didn't want to see us quit, and we did not quit. So that's something. That's progress for us. Them getting 92 points, Yeah. Look, they lost, 3 one-possession games to Duke, UConn, and Arizona. Okay, that's how good Florida is. So, yeah, they're good. On Todd Golden. Yeah, you did your research? All right, Julie. Like I said, hey, what are you going to say? The guy was about to win a national championship. Nothing to see here, Julie. Nothing to see there. But no, guys, look, we 6 games left. We need to go at least 4-2. Come on, man. I want to see us play Vanderbilt again and Florida again. Look, we need to beat Georgia, South Carolina, get home games. We don't need to lose at home. What do we got? 6 games. We got 4 home games and 3 road games, right? Yes. Texas A&M, South Carolina, and Auburn. I mean, South Carolina, we should get Auburn. Sometimes Auburn plays good, and sometimes they don't. So they're kind of up and down. Hey, just play hard. Colin Chandler played well. Needs to shoot like that. If we had one more shooter, guys, we're like 1 shooter short. if we have one gosh who could guard somebody, Jelovic can't, that guy can't. He couldn't be on the floor, I mean, I think we'll beat Georgia. Yeah, Auburn. Yeah, well, Auburn. Yeah, I mean, look, if we lose on the road, it's I can handle that. I don't want to lose any more home games. At Texas A&M, at South Carolina, we should beat South Carolina. Texas A&M, we can get them. Look, they're going to shut him down. Anybody who's good's going to. They're not going to let him drive to the basket. He's going to have to figure something out. He cannot hit. He's a streaky shooter, Julie. And when you're streaky, you don't hit. And man, if he had a 3-point shot, he would be deadly, but he doesn't. So I don't know, Jake. Who would he play Tuesday? Georgia. Georgia has lost 5 of 6. We play Georgia in Rupp. We should beat them, right? Yeah, we should beat Georgia. Come on. They're losing. They're not scoring a lot of points. They're getting blown out. We just, look, we were down 9 at the half. We could have put, we still caught up, but if we could have kept it closer in the first half, maybe we could do to the chat must see if neighbors are busted for drugs. Well, Julia, be careful out there. Oklahoma just blew out Georgia. Yeah, they did. Yeah, Georgia's got blown out a couple times on this losing streak. I think Tennessee got him by 20 or somebody, Texas or somebody got him. Yeah, they've been scoring in the 60s in their losses. So, yes, we just need to win, right? I mean, yeah, what's up, Gator Matt? Yeah, you guys played a good game. I've been bragging on you guys the whole for weeks. You guys got the best team in our league by far. We made it a little interesting, but maybe we can get you in Lexington. You guys could easily beat UConn, Arizona. I saw Arizona's lost 2 in a row. I said Florida's the best all-around team in our league by far. I looked it up. Moreno had 3 fouls in the first half. He had to sit down then. Okay. All right. Because Moreno had 11 points and 11 rebounds. Okay. So foul trouble. Yeah. The one stupid foul on Diabate, they can't go back and change the foul. Okay. People thought they can't change the foul once they call it, but that didn't cost us a game to that game in Lexington. Yeah, Gator. Bait, man, it's a weird-ass time. We're better than you in football, and you're better than us in basketball, man. I'm an old man. Very rarely do I've seen that in my lifetime. It's a weird-ass world out there. But, man, you guys got a good team. You play like that, you're going to be hard for anybody to get you. And I don't care if it's Nashville or, when you get in. So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, we got one more shot, right? We'll get our shot, and we'll see what happens. What's up, WKRP? But, yeah, Florida, I mean, they're the defending national champions. I keep saying it. I wish they would have missed some of those three-pointers. They hit 10 three-pointers. I think we hit 10 and they hit 9. I knew they hit 9 or 10 three-pointers on us. Oh, man, I was hoping they'd shoot. That's the only time Florida really struggles is when they don't shoot well from 3. Other than that, if they shoot well from 3, you're not going to get them. Yeah, it's going to be hard to get them. Hey, we held you to 92, Matt. I mean, damn. At least we scored 80-something, yeah. But we didn't quit. I think that's the biggest thing for us is I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do as far as us. We just need to win Tuesday playing Georgia, and we got 6 more games, and we need to, we play Vanderbilt too, and I want to see us play Vanderbilt in Florida and then Georgia. So, but yeah, let's beat Georgia. They've lost 5 of 6, so let's get them. I mean, no excuse, right? What do you think, WKRP? I mean, look, I wasn't upset that we lost, okay? I didn't want to see us quit. Beating them at home and on the road at their house is going to be hard for anybody to walk in there and beat them, okay? I already knew we were going to lose. Yeah, we covered the point spread and we didn't quit. I mean, we didn't quit. That's the main thing. But, yeah, always got to get used to they're going to take them out. Anybody that's got a good defense is going to take them out of the game. So, we fought. I mean, look, we fought hard. I mean, that's all you can do. But, yeah, 13 points. I mean, 5. He did have 5 rebounds and 2 assists. So, I mean, it's not like he wasn't working hard. So, yeah, despite the rankings, I think 2 best teams in the SEC. Well, maybe, man. I don't know. I don't know about us. You are. We're going to find out what we got. Like I said, we'll be judged on what we do here. in Nashville and in the tournament. But yeah, what we do here the last game. Maybe we are. Maybe we are. We're starting to play good now. I mean, this is just like Florida. Okay, now you're starting to play good. Now we're starting to play good. This is when you want to play good. February, don't peak in December. Don't worry about us. We did not peak in December. We didn't peak in January. We didn't peak in November. Yeah, at least we're peaking now. That's the only good thing you can say is. And so is Florida, though. When we're down 32-17. Yeah, a tad bit worried. I was about to ready to turn it off, man. I still think it's funny that my man Jasper Johnson was looking at Mark Pope when he was dribbling up the floor and Boogie Flame came behind him and took the ball. I still laugh. I just laughed. That was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Go sit down, man. He hit 2 threes. But come on, man. I mean, what are we in middle school here? I laughed at that shit. I knew we were going to lose right there. What are you going to do? Garrison needs to think he's playing Oklahoma. Yeah, really, Garrison. Look, Garrison, he can't do anything offensively. He can do a putback and a dunk. I mean, he's good for rebounding and defense. That's all he's good for. WKRP, we turn it over too much. Yeah. I think that we both had about the same turnovers. Stop Oway. Bad mouthing. Well, I mean, look, he played hard. Look, they're just going to key on him. Like they were saying on the telecast. Or no, maybe that was well, I mean, I was listening to the radio. I started listening to the radio broadcast. I think it was Jack Gibbons. Yeah. He likes to start off on his going left and end up on his right hand. Everybody knows what he's going to do now. So he needs to, if he could hit a couple threes every now and again, that would be nice. Well, we'll see what he does. What are you going to do? Garrison fouled out with no points. Yeah, WKRP. Well, at least he went down swinging. Yeah, he ain't going to have any points, dude, ever. What's the most I think he scored double digits against Oklahoma. Yeah, and other than that, he scores 4. He averages 4 points a game. So he didn't get his 4. Has unteachable skills. Yeah, he does. Oh, wait, look, man, he played hard. They were going to take him out of this game. I don't blame him. They had 2 guys that hit threes that don't normally hit threes, but don't leave him wide open. And that one guard we left, why, dude, we left him. There wasn't anybody anywhere near. He just took his time and knocked down about 4 of them. So, yeah. Look, we held it to 92. Look, we held it to 92 points, guys. What are you asking? I mean, what else do you want us to do here? At least it has 92. Geez, how you have a body like Garrison and not score. It's real easy, WKRP. You don't have any post moves, and you don't have any high school coaches or college coaches that teach you how to play under the basket and how to have a little jump hook or a drop step or something that you can freaking turn around. You're 6'10" or 6'11". You can't shoot. How can guys not score? In the 80s, everybody had post moves. Skyhook, anything. But yeah, he that's how you don't teach him. That's all coaching. Nobody in high school, nobody in Oklahoma taught him, I guess, or Oklahoma State or wherever he was. He was in Oklahoma State. Yeah, nobody taught him any post moves. Layup line for a day. Yeah, we missed enough layups. What else is new? We missed some free throws, but we shot 70% from 3 on the free throw line. Yeah, so listen, that's about as good as it gets for us. 70%, we'll take that. So yeah, what are you gonna do? Yep. What do we shoot for the game? We hit 9. They hit 10 3-pointers. If they outshoot us in 3-pointers, they're gonna beat us every time. We shot 9 of 20 though. They shot 10 of 28. So damn, we shot 40 on the 20 we took. We hit 9 of them. I mean, 72. Yeah, they shot worse free throws than we did. Let's see. They've out rebounded everybody but 3 teams by double digits, and we got out rebounded by 9. They had about the same assists, same steals, same blocks, about the same turnovers. We had a couple more points in the paint were the exact same, and so yeah, it just came down to who the better team was. And Julie, unteachable skills. Yes, hands. Yes, speed. Yeah, Oway would put his head down and go in there. Like I said, if we had one more shooter, we needed one guy. We needed Jasper Johnson. We needed one more guy. Somebody was going to have a game, and it didn't happen. Moreno had 11. Chandler did Chandler things. So if it wasn't for Chandler, we wouldn't have been in that game. I think he hit 5 of the 10 threes that we hit. So yeah, or 9, 5 of the 9. So at least I like it. Look, if we play like that, that's Florida. Okay, it's one of the best teams in the country, guys. One of the I said it. They're top to bottom. They're like a good all around team. They don't have very many weaknesses, guys. Not front line, not guard play, not deep. They just are the best all around team in our league, and we play okay. And if we play like that right there, and we get a good draw, maybe we can do something. Maybe we can do something. First thing it starts is Tuesday night. Don't lose to Georgia because they lost 5 of 6, and they're playing bad. They were playing good early, and we were playing poor. Yeah, so they're going down, and we're going up. So let's keep them down, and we keep going up. At Auburn on Saturday, guys. Auburn sometimes they play. They can lose to anybody or beat anybody. Yeah, I think they beat Florida, didn't they? I think they beat Florida. Yeah. So Auburn's one of those teams that well, if we could ever be ahead at halftime, guys, if we could ever just be ahead at halftime, come on, man. Jake, late tournament game. Yeah. Yes, if it was late, yes. If we had Cam, yeah, he ain't coming back. And if he does, he won't be in shape. Yeah. Gator, why they beat us 6 games ago? Yeah. Oh, yeah, Auburn. I thought they did, Matt. Yeah. They see Auburn. They can jump up and then they'll lose to like Oklahoma. You're like, what? Did you just beat Florida? So look, they're up and down. But yeah, Florida has a chance to do something. Derek, I think we'll beat Vandy. If we don't beat Vandy, it's going to make me mad. And if we don't play Florida and come down to the last possession, it's going to make me mad. I mean, come on. Look, poor Jasper Johnson. Poor Jasper. And look, and Matt Jones said afterwards, he's still talking about leaving. If he leaves, let him leave. Look, he's a good kid. I still never seen anybody get the ball stolen like that when they're looking at the coach. What are you saying to me? I still think that's a freshman right there. Yeah. Yeah, look at the guy coming up behind you, dude, that you don't see. I think we beat Vanderbilt. Yes, we got to beat Vanderbilt. I'm getting tired of their coach's mouth. They won yesterday. Yeah. So, yeah, we need to pay them back. Look, I can handle Florida. We didn't quit. But Vanderbilt, we just quit. And I don't want to see it. I didn't want to see us quit, and we did not quit. Something I ask is, look, man, we played hard and we lost on the road. What are you going to do? We lost on the road. And look, we don't get anything. It's not a bad loss. It's not a bad loss for us. So, just 6 games left. I mean, look, let's win as many as we can. I'd like to go 4-2. That'd be nice. But yeah, it all starts Tuesday. Georgia is on a losing streak, and then Auburn can beat anybody. Ronald, what's up, Ronald? Any recruiting news? No, there's not going to be any recruiting news, guys. We ain't getting anybody. The recruiting news is we ain't getting anybody. That's the news. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We're gonna have to go in the portal. Hey, that's fine with me. Fine, go in the portal and get some people then. Go around and get the right people. This time, let's get a few people who can shoot. Just a few people who can shoot. We got open looks early against Vanderbilt. Yes. Yeah, we just quit at Vanderbilt. Worried about recruiting? Don't worry, Ronald. It's not, you know what? These days we don't need high school players. We'll just buy our own team. Now, to take away from the other sports like football, but we have to buy high school players too. We'll just buy some players. It's not a big deal anymore, man. We'll still have I don't think if Moreno's smart, he'll come back. And they were talking about that after the game. He'd be smart to come back. And unless you're going to be in the top 20, I mean, comment about us. No, Todd Golden was just getting his little shot in. Hell, we do it. We get our shots in. No, he's just getting a shot in. We get our shot in. We said that. So he didn't say anything we didn't say. But yeah, that's what he meant. Said the Lord. Laugh at people, Chad, who have coached or played. Well, I haven't coached or played. Well, not since high school. That doesn't count. High school doesn't count. I'm talking about, yeah. But no, guys, look, I won't stay on real long tonight, but, I wasn't upset that we lost. I wish we would have started a little better. Wish we could have cut it to, one possession. Maybe we'll. Monaco, what's up, Corey? How we doing, man? We should make priorities for our team next year. That ninth. this year. Well, look, man, we just got to buy the right player. We just got to buy the right players, Corey. Just pick. It's all about it's all about picking. Look, you're paying for it. Pick the right people. Figure out what kind of style you want to play. Look, I said this before. I'm gonna say it again. We do not have to play the BYU 5-out offense. Not at Kentucky. You can get players here that are athletic enough that you don't have to play that. I don't like that 5-out offense crap. Standing around. He's not at BYU. He's not at Utah. I think what he has to understand is, dude, you can coach any way you want to. If some people are playing well, do not take them out of the game. I think he found out the hard way. Okay. Forget about analytics and all that crap. Okay. This is Kentucky. Buy some really good players and put them on the floor and say, oh, wait, go. Yeah, you go. Set a screen for Aberdeen. This ain't, come on, guys. I mean, he needs to, I think he's finally changing his mentality. We don't have to play that BYU offense, nor do I think we should, because I don't think we can win in the SEC doing that. You're not going to jack up 33s and win a game. You're just not unless you hit them, you're going to get blown out. I don't want that. I want a solid defensive team and play. If we would have started playing like this at the beginning of the year, we wouldn't have lost some of those games. If we would have played like we're playing right now. So it took him a while, but he figured that somebody got in his ear. Either it dawned on him, hey, I don't have to do all this. When you recruit players, you don't have to recruit like you're at BYU. Recruit like you're at Kentucky, dude. Get the best player. Who's the best shooter I can get? Go get that guy. Systems are fine, but they ain't fine if you can't, if you lose. Aberdeen played really hard. I was proud of him, by the way. That dude's, he's good. He's becoming a decent point guard. Yeah, he did. Joe, we were probably second round exit. It depends, Joe. Maybe not. Let's see how you mean in the NCAA tournament? Well, let's see where we get seated. If we go 4-2 these last two games and make a run in Nashville, we could get a 6 seed. You just don't want a 7 or an 8. 7, 8, 9, second game. Well, it depends on who it is. If it's Nebraska or somebody, you never know. Would you like to see back? Who would you like to see back? I would like to see Malachi Moreno back. That's who I'd like to see back, because we don't have any big guys that are worth a shit except for him. So I hope he comes back. Ronald, how many more games will we win the rest of the year? We're going to go 4-2. That's my prediction. That's the regular season. I can't tell you when we get to Nashville or any of that stuff, but I think we go 4-2. And, it just depends. Play like that right there, and we can win some games. Okay, we aren't playing Florida every game. Okay, play like we did right there. We just need to start better, guys. If we could ever be ahead at the half, could we ever be ahead at the half or just tied at the half? Ronald, yeah, that's how many games. Oh, wait, off game. Yeah, he did have off game, Julie, but they were going after him hard. Derek, who would the losses be? The losses would be, I will accept losses, road losses. At Auburn, at Texas A&M are losses. I want the wins to be at South Carolina, Georgia, Vanderbilt, Florida. That's what I want. I want 4-2. I want to win all the home games, and I'll take the 2 road losses to Auburn and Texas A&M. That's what I want. But I don't know if it'll play out like that. I think we'll be 4-2, but I can't tell you which 2 it will be. Gotta play better. I'm in love with Oway. Well, there's nothing wrong. Always a good player. I don't want Lowe back. Well, now Jalen Lowe's good, Joe. He's not a shooter, dude. He's not. He's good at running the offense and getting to the basket. He can get his own shot, but he's not going to stand out there and hit a bunch of threes. If you want a pure point guard, he's a pure point guard. There won't be very many people in the portal, as Matt Jones said, better than him. So we don't really have anybody to choose from, because he'll still be a top 4 or 5 player point guards. It just depends. Does Jasper Johnson leave? Because Matt Jones said after the game he's still talking about leaving his family. So let him leave. I hate to see him go, but I don't know. Lowe, Lowe he could be something. He could be something. But, I don't know. And when he was at Pitt, like I said, going to the basket, but he can get to the basket. He just ain't going to sit down out there and knock down a bunch of threes. He's just not going to do it. But he's a good facilitator of offense. You attended I don't care for Rex Chapman, Julie. That's one guy I don't really like. I never have liked that dude. He's fake, is what Rex Chapman is fake, and I don't like fake. WKRP, Lowe is good at running his bad shoulder into the defender. Well, yeah, I mean, look, once you get a shoulder injury, man, it's hard to come back from that. I mean, look, we redshirted him, so we get another year. We didn't lose him. It's not like we lost. We get 2 more years still. So that's one good thing is we can redshirt him because he didn't play enough games. It's the only good thing about that. But yeah, look, they're going to hit you on your shoulder. Lamont Butler was different. Lamont Butler didn't give a shit if he ran it. He didn't care that his shoulder was hurt. He was putting his head down and he was going to the back. That dude's a little bit more pain tolerance with Lamont Butler. Yeah, that dude did not care. He's a football player. I like that dude. Tony, what's up, Tony? Didn't get destroyed. Yeah, Tony, we're talking about that. They hung in there. Look, we held them to 92, Tony. What are you going to do, man? No, it was a good, it's a road loss. I mean, look, there's no shame in losing to them. They're the best team in our conference. They're the defending national champions, and they don't lose at home. So let's get them the last game of the regular season. We play them. So let's get them when they come here. Let's get Vanderbilt when they come here. Starts with Georgia Tuesday night. Georgia's lost 5 of 6. We cannot be losing to Georgia. They're going down, and we're going up. We need to keep going up. They're more offensively challenged than we are. Possible JQ comes back. No, he's gone. No, and we don't want him back. To be honest with you, dude, I was never sold on that guy. He's a big guy. He's good under the basket, but he averaged 10 and 10 at Arizona State. He's good at rebounds, good at, right under the basket. He does have some post moves, but he's gone. 17 wins is respectable. Yeah. You know what I'd like? 4-2. That's what I want, Tony. You're just getting in here. I want 21 wins. I want 4-2 the last 6 games. I will accept that. We shouldn't bring Mo back. Well, you know what? That dude, man, you can say whatever you want. He scored 9 points. That son bitch plays hard. Okay, he will mix it up. I like him. But you can't play him. The problem we have is if you're going to keep Mo Diabate, you can't keep Brandon Garrison. If you put them in together, neither one of them can score. So you're playing. Yeah, that's the problem with. But I like Diabate. He's a fighter, and he yells at people, and he yells at his own players. When they don't do something right, he yells at them. I like it. You don't set a screen right. So, yeah, I mean, look, he's a garbage man. He's good at what he got 9 points and like 6 rebounds. I mean, look, he's good at one thing, dirty work. So you got to have you got to have a dirty work. You just can't have him and Garrison standing there together. Monaco, I like our fight. Yep. Corey, yeah, we did. Yep. Yeah, I mean, look, we get the NCAA. Look, man, you know what? There's about 6, there's 6 or 8 teams that are really above everybody else. And then after that, I mean, so if we play Nebraska or Purdue again, or, we can win some of these games. Brandon Garrison has got to go. I don't know where, I don't think he's going to let him go. I'm not doing bad. 18-7. No, that's 18-7 is good, Tony. That's a good record. Rex Chapman was great. White hope. Yeah, he's just fake, Julie. I mean, I liked him when he was here, but he's not a nice guy. He's fake, and he knows he's fake. So look, if he wants to go out there in Hollywood and pretend like and badmouth people back in Kentucky, that's fine, dude. But I don't care what happens. Yeah, he needs to be sitting in Hollywood with his Hollywood friends. Yeah, go steal some copiers or do some drugs or whatever you did. WKRP gives us toughness. He just doesn't need to start. Well, at WKRP, it depends. Yeah, he doesn't need to start this game. Like Tennessee, probably needs to start that game, not Florida. I remember Jackson's book. You read his book? What did he say about himself? I'm sure he loved himself. I'm sure to him he was great, but he badmouthed the people in Kentucky. I don't like that. And, yeah, I don't ever want to sit in front of him because I probably wouldn't be able to keep quiet. And, But look, he was a great basketball player while he was here. Just a strange young man. Yeah. He didn't put all the shit he did while he's in the NBA, though, did he? I wonder if he put up, all the womanizing and drinking and drugs. I bet you didn't talk about that, did he? Allegedly. But really. Yeah, now he's going to watch this back and go, who's this dude? And yeah, but okay, we got Rex Chapman. Let's talk about our team. Stop talking about Rex Chapman. Yeah, the dude just rubs me the wrong way. Look, guys, we got to win at Georgia. Excuse me, Georgia and Lexington Tuesday night. That's the game we got to worry about. Auburn on the road. Auburn can beat Florida at home and lose to, they can beat anybody and lose to anybody. Maybe we'll catch them on a bad night. But look, we got to keep fighting. People talk Diabate. Look, Diabate's a fight. Diabate's a fighter. It's just when you put him and Garrison in there together, which we had to because they had two big guys. Florida makes you do stuff that you don't really want to do. We still scored 82 points with those two dudes in the game. So, no. Chandler Oway and, like I said, Chandler Oway and Aberdeen. Aberdeen's coming on. So he earned his money. How is doing this year? I don't know who that is, Corey. Who is that? I don't know who Somto is. Why hasn't Mike White ever put together at Georgia? That's a good question, WKP. You want to know why? Because all their money's going to football, and he knows it. And they won't give him money. They get about a couple $1 million for basketball. That's all they're getting, about $5 million. And you ain't buying a team in SEC. That's why Mike White. Look, Georgia's a football school. They're going all in on football. They don't really care about basketball. And when I say they don't care about basketball, I mean they don't care about basketball at all. It doesn't even exist. So, Georgia big man. Oh, you know what? I have not seen a lot of Georgia. I just know they're struggling right now. He hated Eddie Sutton. Who? Rex Chapman? Well, that's funny. Yeah. Well, okay. But no, guys. I haven't seen a lot of Georgia. But Mike White, yeah, Georgia. Look, Georgia's going all in on football. They don't care. And they're look, they're having a decent year. That for them, that's an acceptable year. They don't really care. They just want Kirby Smart and to win the national championship in football. And I get it. So that's why for us to beat them in football, we would have to spend as much money, and we are not going to do that. So there you go. Texas A&M does not. I mean, they care a little. Texas a little bit about their basketball team. They $5-10 million, but you ain't gonna see them spend anything near what we did. So we'll see. Yeah, guys, look, Georgia and Auburn. Just worry about these two games. 6 games ago. Just keep playing well. Look, don't Trent. I said Trent Noah could not be in there. I told you guys last live the other night. Jelovic and Trent Noah not gonna. I knew it. I thought Jasper Johnson could stay in the game, but no, he could not either. Get the ball stolen from behind. Yeah, don't do that. We just need one other guy. If we could get one other score, just one dude. Moreno scored 11. Okay, that's what we need right there. We need Moreno to keep getting better and not to get in foul trouble. Somebody said he had 3 fouls in the first half, so I didn't understand why he played, not so many minutes, but that's why. Okay, so he cannot get in foul trouble. Soft in the post, yeah. Corey, and look, he can't play on. They don't play defense evidently in Europe because good God, he can't stand in front of his guy. I mean, I like him, and he hit a couple. I think he hit a 3. But yeah, dude, yeah. You got to be able to stay in front of your guy. We played zone. We played 2-3 zone. We played 3-2 zone. I mean, look, at least we're playing zone, and we're mixing it up. Thank God, Mark Pope finally figured out that he's not at BYU, and we do not have to play five out and zoom out. Play some of it, but they're not going to stand around the outside and watch everybody jack up threes. No. He found out in time. I'll give him that. We were peaking before. I'm not going to stand here much longer, guys. Listen, we're peaking at the right time. Okay. This is when you want to play good. Florida's peaking right now. That was a good game. We have to keep going this way. If we can do that, look, we're not going to win all these 6 games. Okay. If we go 4-2, I'll be happy. I would like to beat Florida and Vanderbilt. I don't know. At Texas A&M, if we can go at Auburn, look, you get, when you go on the road, but let's go 4-2. Let's win 21 games. Let's get to Nashville, get a double bye, and then look, whoever we if we have to play Tennessee again or Florida again, I don't even care. Whoever we play is whoever we play. But we need to treat it like it's the NCAA tournament and get ready. But yes, Jelovic just depends on the matchup, guys. Trent Noah just depends on the matchup. Jasper Johnson just depends on the matchup. Jasper Johnson any better? No, WKRP. I mean, he hit 2 threes, but he got the ball stolen. Did you see? If you guys were just getting in here, he was dribbling up the floor, looking at Mark Pope, and Boogie Flan came up behind him like it was a middle school play and just took the ball and got a layup, and they had to take him out. At that point, I laughed. That was one of the funniest things ever. Yeah, go back and watch that steal. He just walks up. He's looking at Mark Pope dribbling. Like, what's the play? You're not looking at the guy coming behind him. Yeah, so Jasper Johnson, he's a freshman. What are you going to do? Averaging about 4 rebounds and 10 points a game, Jake? Well, good. We can handle him then. He can have his 10 and 4. Yeah, they're struggling right now. They're scoring in the 60s. So who is Mike White? He's the coach of Georgia. He used to be the coach of Florida. The little white dude. Really good coach. He did well at Florida. He's no Todd Golden, but he did well. Look, Mike White is just at Georgia to get them to football season. That's his only job. What are they? They've won 16 games, 17 games. I think they got the same record as we do, but they've lost 5 of 6. So that's Mike White. Okay. Yes, but anyway, guys, look, I won't stand here. Look, Tuesday night, we got to win, right? I mean, we got to win. Jasper Johnson is a pure shooter. Yes. If he could guard somebody and not turn the ball over, it would be really nice. I'll stay on for Darren Cook Gator. What's up, Darren? Becoming clear in the game, the Florida opponents are not to blame for those losses. No. Florida could have easily beat UConn, Arizona, and Duke. It's one possession game. Look, you guys are one of the best teams, definitely one of the best all-around teams in the country, and you're peaking right now. We're starting to peak with you. We're trying to catch you, but I don't know if we're going to catch you. But no, you're peaking at the right time. I mean, look, I want to play you twice just so we can get, even if we get our ass kicked. I want to play you Nashville too, at least because when you get in the tournament, you might do something there in Glassford. I'm glad Jasper Johnson is from Wolford County. Well, Julie, he might be leaving. He's not happy, which I don't know why. I don't know what he wants. I like him. We'll pay him some money. He might stay. Joe, Pope got to get a GM. Yes, he does. Yeah, I think he will. I think they'll make him. I don't think he'll have a choice, Joe. I don't think he's going to have a choice. I think they're just going to tell him, you're going to have a GM. And we need someone to handle scouting and personnel. You give me a list of names of the players you want, and you let me go get them. He can't be – I don't want him – he doesn't need to be going out on the road and stuff all the time. Gets too hyped up, I think. Look, he's got a good heart. He's a Kentucky boy, right? Look, we got to give him a chance here. Got to give him a chance, but we got to do something. We'll be judged on what we do in Nashville, and we'll be judged on what we do in the tournament. However it plays out is however it's going to play out. I can't tell you what we're going to do. I hope we do well. If we play like we did yesterday, even though we got beat, we got down early, we didn't quit. So has solid bigs. Yes, they do. Florida has solid bigs, solid guards, solid coach, solid bench. You got 6 guys that average double figures. I mean, as I said that, you got 6 guys that average double figures. It doesn't take that much to score 90 points on somebody. Do the math. We don't have that. Why do you think, Derek, why do you think not too high school recruits want to come here? I don't know, Derek. I don't know the answer to that. Look, Kansas is getting them North Carolina because you're dealing with North Carolina, Duke, Florida, Kansas. Who else wants to be good? Purdue. There's so many people that are willing to buy you now. If you're one of the top 20 players, I mean, you can name your price. I don't know why. I don't know the answer to that. If we knew the answer to that, we could solve all our problems. I don't know. I don't know if it's NIL. I don't know if it's the coach. I don't know if it's the school. I don't know if it's the presentation. I don't know. We'll get somebody. Peddler with all the ties through UK and NBA. There's got to be a GM somewhere. Oh yeah, we'll get a GM. We'll get a GM. Look, NBA players don't win you shit. John Calipari, 50 NBA players, and you win one title. You got as many titles as Tubby Smith, Joey Hall. Yeah, I mean, to win a national championship is hard. Okay, it's just a hard thing to do. But yeah, no, we got to get. First of all, we don't have. We don't. Here's what our problem is. Before I get off here, guys, we don't have a vision for basketball. We don't know how we want to play. We don't know what we want to do on offense. We don't know what he keeps changing from week to week. Well, if you were a kid, or if that was my kid, and you saw Kansas, North Carolina, Duke, and then you watched us play, and we're struggling, and we're switching everything up every game. I mean, you don't want to go there. I mean, that's probably part of it. Part of it is self-inflicted, I think. Yeah. So yeah, we'll get a GM. Look, guys, we'll get a GM. There's somebody somewhere. Somebody somewhere. We just need to get them, and we just need to get it going. Look, Mark Pope needs help. That's one thing before I get off here. One thing is obvious. He cannot do this on his own. He's not Calipari. Look, Calipari was good at doing everything. Well, for a while there. He could do recruiting, media, but Mark Pope can't do that. So we got to get somebody to help him. Gators, as much as the Gators looked team, I'm not looking forward to facing the Cats in round. Well, it's one game, Daryl. It's only one game. If you, let's say you lose that game, okay, it's on the road. You ain't gonna get penalized. You're still gonna win the SEC most likely, and you're still gonna get the same seed when you get to Nashville, unless you go out. In fact, look, the SEC tournament, Florida will probably already be a 3 or a 4 seed. Even if they go out the first game in Nashville, it won't matter because if they win the regular season, that will carry, and you're defending national champions, and you win the SEC, yeah, your seed is set before you. Nashville will just be practice for you guys. It will not matter. Okay, you're going to get a high seed. So yeah, yeah. So losing on the road, there's no, you're not going to get penalized for losing a league game on the road. We weren't getting any respect at the Florida game. I think we got some. I think we did. I think we did, WKRP. Who's the basketball guy who puts out videos all the time? I can't think of his name. He did us today. Well, yeah, like Phil 68. They gave us respect. Jeff Goodman, Rob Doster. Look, man, we played good. We didn't, it could have been a lot worse. We didn't give up. We didn't revert back. Aaron Torres is who I was trying to think of. Aaron Torres gave us respect. I mean, look, no, who thought we were going to go in there and win? I didn't, but I was hoping we would 11 and a half. I was like, 11 and a half, that's a lot. It was still 9, so they weren't far off. Okay. Look, Florida's just good. And if they hit 10 threes on you, the only time they've lost games is when they didn't shoot the ball well from 3. And they'd hit 10, and we hit 9, or vice versa. One of us hit mine. Look, they hit their shots. When they hit shots, dude, we lost like they thought we would. Close. But you know what? We played hard, and we came back and got to within 5 and 4, 4 and 5 a couple times. So it's not like it was a blowout the whole way. It wasn't a 9-point game the whole way. That's what you got to look at. If we could have did a little better in the first half. Once again, first halves. Damn, we are the king of getting down to the half. So, all right, guys. Well, look, I'm going to end it right here. Look, go have a good Monday. Georgia, team that's lost 5 of 6. We cannot get beat at home. Then we'll go to Auburn, but we cannot get beat Tuesday night at home by a team that's lost 5 of 6. So I think our shots will be falling. I think we'll be ready to play. I want to see Mark Pope keep coaching the way he is. Just keep doing what you're doing. Let those kids play. Forget about the numbers. Let Aberdeen and look, he's just letting them do their thing. And, play some zone. Mix in a little zone in there. And please, for God's sakes, can we be tied at the half? That would be nice if we were just tied at the half. I'll take a tie. The Cats stuck around. Yeah. No more blowouts. Yeah. We got to get Vandy. I want to look. No more home losses. Okay. No more. We play Georgia, Vanderbilt, and Florida at home, right? And then we're at South Carolina, at Texas A&M, and then at Auburn. So yeah. So we need to get this game and then I want to get Vanderbilt and I want to get Vanderbilt and Florida at home. No more home losses. 4-2. That's what we need to go. 4-2. I can live with that. I can live with that. Oh, no problem, Peddler. Look, you guys come back anytime. Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate it. Anybody that's watching this back, hey, look, I really appreciate you watching this back. It's just that this is if you're new, hey, this is just a fan channel. We just get on here and talk. I'm not an expert. I'm just an old guy who's watched a lot of sports. 6-0, Peddler. Well, if we go 6-0, that would be nice. That'd be a tall order, but I'll take it. I'll take 6-0, but I'll take 4-2. But I would rather have 6-0. Go Big Blue. That's right. Oh, you came in here. What's up, Magic? Yeah, guys. Look, a lot of basketball to be played. A lot of basketball. Before I get off here, we're peaking at the right time. This is the time. Look, if this was, I wish we could have played this way in December and January, but we haven't. All right, well, then let's peak right now. It starts right now. So let's go beat Georgia. All right, guys, look, have a good Monday. Let's see what happens on Tuesday, and I will see you guys. I'll do a live later in the week. Turn on those notifications. I'll be putting out some shorts. I think I put a football. No, I did not put one out tonight. I'll put a football short out tomorrow night. All right, guys, have a good Monday. Let's go win that game. I think the boys are starting to play good basketball. It's about damn time, right in the nick of time. Okay, this is like a Hollywood movie. You think the good guys are going to get killed, but at the very last minute, the bad guys get killed. Hey, maybe this is a movie. Maybe we think we're dead in the water, and then all of a sudden at the end, we come back and save the girl, right? That's what it's all about. Save the girl and look good doing it, Julie. Have a good night. Go Cats.